Hello, everyone. This is Coach Walters, Athletic Director at Berean Christian School, here to show you how to get registered for the upcoming school year 26-27 for athletics at Berean. So once you get logged into Activate, the same portal we used last year, or if you're new, just use the link in the email that talks about getting registered. You're going to go to the parent guardian access point right here. Okay? And any registration you started might be right here. We are going to start a new registration. And the first thing you're going to want to do is select the school. If you don't see Berean Christian School there, just type it in and it should pop up. And then select the athlete that you want to use. So I'm going to use somebody that's already been here. So we're going to say test athlete, and we're going to use that one, or you'll create a new athlete and select the year of sport. So the school year should automatically populate. And this is going to be for high school boys cross country. And click submit. You only need to do fall sports right now. If you want to add other sports later, you can do that later. Okay. Then you're just going to go through here, check the Guardian info, make sure everything is correct and filled out correctly. Emergency contact information as well, and go on to the next page. Hit save. Insurance, you have to have insurance to compete in the FHSAA. We're not interested in hearing from health markets. And then make sure all of your insurance information is correct. And you're going to verify that and hit save. Medical info. This is any additional medical information we might need. This is the primary care physician's phone number, any of the information we might need here, as well as any other medical concerns. We'll go down here at the bottom and then hit save. So you're just continually to work through these tabs. Gap medical insurance. This is going to depend the amount on the sport. So it's not always $38.25. It's going to depend on what the sport is. This is not required. It's up to you on whether or not you want to get the gap insurance. I'm going to decline it for right now, and we'll move on to the next part. School questionnaire is next. This, if you transferred, if you attended a different school other than Berean last year, or if you were a homeschool student last year, then you're going to hit yes here. If you were at Berean last year, you'll just hit no. Additional opportunities. If you don't want to get harassed by this company, NCSA, about recruiting things, then you're going to hit no for this. Okay. Um, if you hit yes, you're going to get emails. If they do want to play in college, it is a good company, but it's not something that's necessary to have to do. The electronic documents, there are two documents that you're going to e-sign. One is our handbook. So to e-sign, you're going to read the document first. That is the handbook. Okay, you're going to read through the whole thing. It is a little bit different from last year. Click that you read it, and then you're going to hit I agree and hit submit. When you submit that, you are signing that you have read and understand everything in the handbook. So just make note of that. The second is the FHSA EL3 form. Again, you're going to hit read. Read the form. You do not have to print this one. You just need to read through it, say that you have read the document, that you agree to it, again, and hit submit. Those are the only two forms that are electronic you can fill out. Then you're going to go to the next step over here. This is an e-signature page, just verifying that you are in agreement with everything that you are doing here. The name must be exactly typed in as it is here in bold. So you see my name there in all bold. I have to type it in exactly like that and then hit e-sign. Then the student is going to do this as well. And again, it has to be exactly the same as what you see right there in bold, and hit e-sign and then submit. All right. And then we're going to go to the next step. Then we've got the physical documents, the GA4. If you might not see this, it just depends. If you see a form, it needs to be filled out. On these forms, you're going to download the form. You're going to print the form. Okay. Fill out what needs to be filled out. And then you're going to re-upload the form back into this by either scanning it, or you can take a picture of it with your phone and upload it in that way as well. So choose the file. I have a test one already in here, and hit submit. Okay. The physical, you'll do the same thing. You'll download the physical, okay, print it off, take it to the doctor to get it filled out. This year, every student has to have an ECG along with the physical. So before you go to the doctor, don't just print the EL2. You're going to want to do the physical form, the EL2, and the EL1, the ECG form. Download both of those. take them to the doctor and get them filled out. The ECG will only need to be done once during your time at Berean, but this year both forms must be filled out by everybody, returning athletes, freshmen, juniors, sophomores, everybody, middle school and so forth. Everybody has to have both an EL2 and an EL1. Okay, get the doctor to fill out. Make sure the doctor has stamped it in the appropriate spot, the physical, and that it's signed in the appropriate spot on that physical form. And then upload it in. Okay, we will be checking them on our end to verify that they've been filled out correctly. All right. Once you upload them, these things will change into completed over here and then so forth. All right. The NFHS courses all expired. If you did it last year, they all expired on May 31st. They all must be done again. Make sure the NFHS courses are done under the student's name. So NFHS concussion course here, you're going to go to download, then click on read document. That'll take you to the website, okay, where the NFHS courses are. All right, make sure you have an account here under the student's name. The student needs to take the course. Once they have completed it, download the certificate, and then you're going to come back here and upload the certificate into this spot, okay? And again, once you upload the certificate into that spot, you will see it change from red to complete for that particular course. Sorry, this right here. Okay, and pending approval means you're waiting on us to approve it. You're doing the same thing for the heat illness course, sportsmanship course, and the cardiac arrest course for the students. Okay, these down here are for homeschool students or students that attend other schools. So if you're not a homeschool student and you attend Berean for academics, you're just going to hit no to answer all of these things. If you are a homeschool student or attend another school, okay, then you're going to need to read these carefully. Is this student enrolled as a traditional homeschool and registered with the county? This is not the PEP program. This is a traditional homeschooled student. This also counts for virtual school students. You would hit yes here, okay? You'll hit yes for the L7 and the L7V. When you do that, a form will pop up that you'll need to download, fill out, and then upload. Okay, if you hit no, you're going to verify that. The L7V, you'll also say no and verify that. The L15 is if you're part of the PEP program and a homeschool student, you'll hit yes, and you'll have a document that needs to be filled out there as well. Okay. If you attend a private school other than Berean for academics that does not have that sport, so you attend private school C, they do not have girls volleyball, you want to play girls volleyball for Berean, you can do that, but you have to go here, you'll hit yes, you'll get the EL12 that'll need to be filled out by the school that they attend, okay, and get that information and submit it here, okay. The L16 is for those students that attend a charter school or another traditional public school. So for example, if you attend Royal Palm and they do not have softball and you want to play softball at Berean, you will need the EL16 form, okay? So if you attend Berean Christian School, you're just going to hit no to all of those things and everything will work out just great, okay? So you'll see it's still red there because I did not complete everything. Yellow means the task is in process, usually means you're waiting on the administrators to clear it. Okay, once you are cleared of everything, you should get an email that says, congratulations, you're cleared for whatever this sport is. If you're not sure, log back into Activate. If anything is yellow, that means it's in process. If anything is red or pink, it still needs to be completed by you. So make sure you get that done on your end. Also, if you're a homeschool student, you must also be enrolled, or if you attend another school other than Berean, you must be enrolled at Berean as a homeschool sports student. Okay, even if you attend another school, you have to be enrolled at Berean as a homeschool sports student. Okay, that must be taken care of as well as the $150 enrollment fee. All of that before tryouts. All right. If you're a Berean student, just take care of things as normal and you should be good to go. Fall sports begin July 27th as their earliest date that they can start. The coaches will be in contact with everybody that's registered and Activate with more information as it gets closer. Just be on the lookout for more emails. If you have any questions, contact me and the athletic office, Doug_Walters at BereanWPB.org, or my assistant, Hannah Albertson at Hannah_Albertson at BereanWPB.org. Thank you for paying attention, and we look forward to watching you in action on the court or on the field this coming school year. Bye-bye. Go Bulldogs.